What is going on, everybody? So today we have Dogs of MandoX coming back. The first time we tried to do this, they were having technical difficulties. And so here we are. Everything's working today. Absolutely great cause for the dogs. They just put together a huge event helping animals. Where was that? That was somewhere in Canada, correct?
Yeah, so that was over at the Toronto Humane Society. We dropped off a bunch of dog food and stuff.
First off, we didn't get to do all this last time. I basically just had to wing it and figure out everything on my own. So tell me about yourself. Tell me why you're so passionate about animals. And then tell me what started Dogs of MandoX and your relation to MandoX and just how everything ties into each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a dog. His name is Donovan. That's actually my profile is Doggo Donovan. He's 9 years now. I rescued him at 4 months old. He was a stray for the first 2 months. I remember when I got him, probably for the first 3 to 4 months, it didn't matter where you tried to pet him. He was going to bite you. He was just that afraid of people. But now he is just the most loving dog. Anyone that sees him just falls in love. Like he just wants to be there and show that love. And for me, dogs are important. If it wasn't for Donovan, there's many times in my life over the last 9 years where, I have to question would I still be around? Just having that compassion that I had to care for and feed and just provide for, it allowed me to continue, especially during COVID. As everyone probably all had their own challenges over COVID. I moved to a new city just before COVID started, and then lockdown started. So, I didn't know anybody here. You can't really go out and meet anybody when everything's locked down. So it was me and the dog for 2 years. And it wasn't easy, but because of Donovan, it helped me a lot. September, I started kind of getting into Twitter. That's when I made my profile on Twitter. Started learning about NFTs a little bit at that time. I did make an original Doggo Donovan NFT just to kind of get the feeling of it. But I kind of knew at the time, unless you had a community behind you, something unique behind the NFT, there's nothing that was going to go forward with that. So I kind of put it on the back burner. January, I ended up finding about MandoX. I joined their Telegram after learning about what they were. Danny Moon in MandoX, was like, "Hey, Doggo, what's your favorite number?" So I said, "Oh, my favorite number is 9." So he sent me over 90 billion MandoX tokens. And for me, I think that was the start of me changing. Just hang around MandoX in that community. It was something that I needed. It was just, there was always love and support and compassion. And for me at my time in life, that was really needed. I met a lot of great people within MandoX. And I just hung out there and just tried to be active, and I shilled MandoX just because I believed in it. And, I knew what they were going to do, and my bag would make me financially free at some point.
And I think what Ryan's saying here is very important. And I'm in the same shoes as Ryan, right? Like I got out of the Marines. I really didn't have no vision or path. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to go fight professionally, go to college, just run around, do whatever. And finally one day, I just sat around. I was like, you know what, I feel like empty. Like, I feel like I'm missing something in my life. Like, I feel like I don't have a purpose. Like I'm out spending ungodly amounts of money just to go party, all this money just to go do all this stupid stuff. Like I'm really not making a difference. Like I'm making all this money, but I feel a void. Like I feel like I've not fulfilled anything in my life because I'm just like, okay, I've been blessed with these opportunities to be, financially free for the most part. But what am I actually doing with my money? Right. And then that's when I adopted my first dog, Daffy. And once I got Daffy, my life completely changed, right? Because it's no longer staying out till 3 or 4 in the morning party. And it's, hey, I got basically a kid at home. Like I need to get home. Like she needs, her water, her food, she needs to be let out. And it teaches you a sense of responsibility, right? It teaches you like, there's something out there bigger than you, that you can't be selfish anymore. And I feel like dogs, when they say that dogs are your best friend, it really is not a cliche, right? Because I just know so many people, like you just said, like the dogs have saved their life. And that's not a cliche. I've said it a million times, and it's not just a phrase. I mean, I know people that the only thing they have in their life that they care about is their dogs. They will literally fall on a sword for their dogs. And I am one of those people. Like, my dogs are the most important thing in my life. Like, every single thing I own can be gone. It can be taken. I'll get rid of it. And you know what? One day I'll get it back again, but I'll never be able to replace my dog. So, you know, Ryan just made a really good point, man. Like, with COVID and the depression, the anxiety, and the stress that everybody has been under globally, right? I just felt like if people were out adopting dogs, it helped them get through this, right? And there's a big difference here, because there's a fine line. I wanted people to realize what it's like to have a man's best friend, but I didn't want these people to be part-time dog lovers, right? You get what I'm saying? So, okay, COVID, you know, I'm stuck at home. Like, let me get a dog. Oh, well, COVID's pretty much over now, so I don't really need this dog. Those aren't the type of people that I associate with. Those aren't the type of people I want to be friends with. You know, if that's the reason you got a dog, is just to kind of fill the void just long enough so you can go back to doing what you were doing, you don't deserve a dog, right? You are just one of those people that you truly don't deserve man's best friend. So people like me and Ryan, you know, we really, it is a lifestyle. It is a passion. It is an obsession to save as many of these dogs as we can. And like I said, like, unless you've been in that position, and like Ryan said, you know, like, I don't know, maybe I'd be in jail. Maybe I'd be in trouble. Maybe I'd, you know, be somewhere else. I don't know. But once I got a dog, Daffy, next thing you know, I got another dog and another dog. And it's just, I'm telling you guys, you just don't, unless you've experienced it, unless it's such a part of your life. Like, these dogs are kids, right? When you wake up in the morning, they got to go out. They want to be fed. They got to have their water. Like, one of the biggest reasons why I'm so passionate about dogs and kids is because they can't always fend for themselves, right? They have to have people like us that are willing to step up to the plate and make sure their needs are met at all times. And that's why I'm just like so passionate about my dogs, and why I'm so, I guess you can call it aggressive or whatever you want to call it, about when I see mistreatment of animals, because at the end of the day, it is our obligation and duty to take care of those that are less fortunate, that can't take care of themselves. And I feel like a lot of times dogs are the ones at the end of the stick, so to speak. And I'm not going to allow that any time that I see that. So when I see an organization like Dogs of MandoX doing what they're doing, I'm going to step up every single time and try to help as much as I can, and every single time I can. So I really love that you're that passionate about your dogs. So I'm going to play that video of what you guys did last week, which I thought was really awesome, really cool video. Give me 1 second.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
So this was at the shelter you guys just did this last week, correct?
Correct. On the 11th of March.
I just had it pulled up a second ago. Every single time I do this.
It never fails, right?
I mean, last time it was your computer messing up, and now it's mine. So basically, while this is trying to load, what prompted you to link up with these people and do this event?
So we made a donation of $125 originally, because first off, we wanted to show our community that, you know, we're not going to be one of those projects or anything out there that are telling you that we want to do something. We wanted to actually show our community that we actually mean what we say. So we just initially did a $125 donation online. We tweeted about it, and then from there, Toronto Humane Society actually reached out to me to thank us, and I asked them, you know, how could we help more? They sent us over a wish list, and then we went on Friday and dropped off some stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I watched the video. It's pretty good. You guys, a lot of food, a lot of supplies.
Yes.
I don't know if it's because we got this screen up or what's going on, but actually, you know, if you jump over to their Twitter, they have the video up. It's a really cool video. It's about a minute long. It shows what the event they just did. I thought it was pretty cool. So they went and did that. So it says 3% of the Pixel Dog ones have already been sold. So do you want to explain that line? And then there's a couple other lines you got out right now that I'm going to show people as well.
Of course. So our first collection was the Pixel Dogs V1. This collection is merely just to kickstart our project and our vision. So what we're going to do is we're selling them for 0.04 Ethereum each, and 100% of the profits are going back into our missions and our project, so we can make sure we can succeed. So we are putting 50% into our Dogs of MandoX missions. Part of that is what went towards our recent visit to the Toronto Humane Society already. We're also going to be donating 20% to ManDocs missions because, we're all ManDocs militia at heart, and that's where our visions and our passions come from. And then the final 30% is into our project for marketing and expenses and whatnot.
So how many Pixel Dogs are in this series?
So there's 50 in this series. I think we have sold 27 now. And everyone that you sell or every purchase will get you whitelisted for our future series as well.
Okay, and then so tell me about the artist, because I'm gonna show everybody what your artist actually did for me, which was really impressive. But just what you guys are doing with NFTs is really unique. Like, I love the pixelated look. It's different. It's outside the box. It's creative. I see Kai and a lot of these people sporting their dogs on their profile all the time. So, I mean, they are really passionate about their NFTs. So just tell me about the artist and what made you guys want to go this route as opposed to just a picture of a dog or, more of just a traditional look.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Pat Guy is our artist. And actually, I think a day after we formed the idea of the project, we came up with the idea of our future NFT series. The next morning, I think Pat Guy had already done like over 80 layers, and my DMs were just picture after picture after picture of just incredible art. But we didn't want to wait 2 months or however long it was to give that to our community. So we wanted to do a little teaser, and that's how these pixelated versions came to be, just as a little teaser of what to expect from our future collection, which is not going to be pixelated.
Okay, so obviously there's still some of these left. These are really neat. So if you want to not only help the cause, but actually pick yourself up one of these pixel dogs, like you said, there's still a few left. But I want to show you something really interesting. They just dropped a few days ago. And I actually bought one as soon as it dropped because I was pretty excited about it. It is going to be this community creative Dogs of MandoX. So why don't you tell me about this project and the artist and who's putting these together? Because I actually bought this one right here as soon as I saw you guys launch this, because I rescue a lot of senior dogs. So as soon as I saw this, that just spoke to me. It looks like a senior dog, like she's, been through the trials and tribulations, and she's kind of an older dog, but she still wants to be a princess. I'm telling you, Ryan, like soon as I saw this, it just jumped out at me and I had to buy it because it just,
that's awesome. To
me, this NFT establishes everything that I'm doing with all the senior rescues. It just, for some reason, this NFT right here spoke to me. So why don't you tell us about this line and what to expect if there's any more to come?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Arty Dreams actually reached out to us. He wanted just to donate these two images for us to give away to our community. He has a collection of his own that he's actually just waiting for ManDocs Create. So he wants to launch everything on there, which I respect. But when I saw these, I said to him, look, like, I don't feel right just giving away your work for free. Like these are very well done. So it inspired a future collection of the community inspired dogs. So we're going to hold contests once a month and allow community members to enter, their artwork. Maybe someone that never thought of making their own NFT. Give everyone the chance to win a contest. We'll create a collection for them like this. And what we're doing is 50% of the sale is going to the artist, and then 50% will be going to our missions and our project. And then all future royalties are 100% to the artist as well.
I like these. I feel like this line right here is going to be a really unique, interesting line because, the Dogs of MandoX community is very passionate about what you guys are doing. I mean, you guys really show out when you're putting on some kind of event, or when something new comes out. I just see the Twitter feed flooded with you guys. So I guarantee you, out of that whole bunch of people, that there is some either hidden artist or people that just don't know they're artists yet. And I feel like they're going to put something together special like this. And I feel like this line alone is going to just be something really special. Like I said, the artist that did the one that I bought, if you're watching this or you see this, just know that whatever you just did when you created this piece, it resonated with me. And I'm telling you, if you put together more stuff like this, I just feel like someone like me, not only am I a supporter of Dogs of MandoX, but just as a browser, just as it was browsing, soon as I saw this NFT, I bought it, right? Yeah. Because it just jumped out at me. So I feel like if he's able to put together more stuff like this, maybe dogs, just, I don't know, like just that look like, hey, I'm old, but I'm still here. I just really exactly. love this piece. And, I don't really plan on selling it. It's probably going to stay in my wallet because I just really like this piece. Fantastic job. Like I said, if you're watching this or you end up watching this, this piece is dead on. You did a phenomenal job. And I'm really glad that you are still getting paid for your work, because you deserve it, because this piece right here is just stunning. So I also want to show what Pack Guys did for me. When we first AMA, when we tried to do that one, you weren't able to get on, but he put together this pixel dog for my dogs. And I want to thank you, because this is really cool, man. Like, I really love this piece. It's got all my little dogs on there. Odie Bug, Jackrabbit, Ella, Daisy, Colby, Daffy. Just a cool, he did a really great job. Yes. So on that note, is he going to be doing a lot of custom pieces like this for people that want their dogs pixelated, or was this just kind of a one-time deal?
So yeah, we do have plans on custom dogs as well. I think we were going to start it already, but we pushed it back a little bit just so we can launch our main line and things like that. He also has another job as well, so I want to make sure we don't overwhelm him too much. But definitely, we do have custom dogs in the works, a collection for that coming up soon too. So
yeah, just.
Yeah,
like I said, those pieces are great. Those pieces are great. I see Arty Dreams is actually in here. Like I said, brother, fantastic. I love that piece. I'm really excited I was able to grab it before anyone else. And you just keep doing what you're doing, because that piece is just incredible. So speaking of new pieces and new things coming up for Dogs of MandoX, let's drop it on them, Ryan. What do you got coming up? Because a little birdie tells me they've seen a sneak peek of something really special that you guys are coming up with. So go ahead.
Yeah, there's a very awesome collection coming out. We don't have a set date just yet, but it will be within the next month. We have 1,000 NFTs that we are going to be launching. Anyone that buys, like I said, a Pixel Dogs V1 will be whitelisted, and there will be more whitelist opportunities coming. We are also working on staking options for our NFT collection. So it's going to be a big utility, along with, I think we're going to be putting, I think we decided 35% of our sales from this just into our missions. And I think 30% back into our projects, so we can invest in a future plan that we have as well. So we have a lot of big plans coming, and I think the community is just going to be very happy that they're going to be able to stake our NFTs and earn passive income.
So what are they going to earn MandoX for the staking?
I believe so. I think I do have to go ahead. I hope everything works out, but that's what we're just finalizing right now, getting it written in the contract, make sure everything works and everything is safe. And then once we know that, we'll be letting everyone know all the full details. So a lot of exciting things coming.
So like I said, we saw the V1 line, and then the Dreams line is say the one I bought. I see there's only one left, obviously. So I'm hoping someone sees this and snatches up the other one. Are they going to be whitelisted for the new line coming out, or is it strictly the Pixel Dogs?
Yeah, we'll whitelist anyone that buys any one of our NFTs.
Awesome.
Anyone in our Discord right now as well is already whitelisted as well if they want it. So we want to make sure anyone that wants one can have one. The art is just incredible. We have some, like I said, Pat Guy is incredibly talented, and we have some really unique backgrounds as well. And it just together they work so well. And I think everyone's just going to be very, very surprised once they see some teasers this coming week. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know who could have saw one or what, maybe a little birdie, whatever, but I would say based on just what I've seen with the 2 lines you already have out, that whatever he's about to drop is going to be sick. It is going to be amazing. Like I said, absolutely talented, talented. Every one of these dogs that he's done, I mean, literally within one day, he had done my custom NFT for me. I don't know his schedule. I don't know what he's got going on, but like I said, I just want to thank you because that was extremely awesome of you to take your time out of your day and put all my dogs together in one collab for me. I really appreciate that. That was really special. I just really like that NFT. And I really hope you guys really get behind this project, right? Because it's not only, a different kind of NFT, a different kind of vibe, a different kind of look. They're doing something completely different than what everybody else is doing. But they're out doing what they say they're going to do. I wish that video would have played, but like I said, you can absolutely go to their Twitter. I'm going to put the link up right now. The video's right below the name on the Twitter. Just a really cool video, man. They're out doing it. They got their boots on the ground. They're making stuff happen. And that's what I like to see with people that say they're passionate about a cause, that they're not just, hey, I'm taking in 50% of the sales, but I'm not really doing nothing. I'm just kind of chilling. They're actually out doing it. So I really like this line. I'm really excited to see what else, especially the custom line. You best believe, I'm going to be paying attention to whatever you guys are dropping on that custom line, because like I said, I really feel like the community, I feel like somebody's going to come out and be a rock star. Like somebody is going to be sitting at home and they're going to put together something that is just mind blowing.
Yes.
Like what the one I bought, that guy is incredible. I hope he continues to just put out pieces like that. I hope he comes out with 50 of those things, because I truly believe they will sell out.
He has a lot of incredible, amazing work. So once MandoX Create launches, you're going to see a lot more of his work as well. Non-dog stuff even too. So he's really talented.
Yeah. And so obviously, I'm a friend of Days Dogs NFT.
Yes.
They're, 99% dogs, but they also have some cats in their line too. And,
yes,
just to support their cause. I mean, I bought cats, cat NFTs, just to support the cause. So I think even if you add that in there, maybe, somebody's a dog and a cat lover. I just feel like if you just add a couple in there, that might be another way to bring in more people, like pixelated cats. I mean, I know it's Dogs of MandoX, but you might have a little section of just a couple cats as well.
Well, it's funny you say that, because we already have plans on doing a cat series NFT line, a toad series NFT line, and a few other animals as well. So, although we're Dogs of MandoX, we love all animals. So, we're not just going to single out dogs by any means.
So like I said, this new NFT line, if you guys aren't ready for this, you're going to be blown away. I'm just telling you, based on what they got out there right now, this next line is going to be just mind blowing. It's going to be, what they got out now is great, but I'm just telling you, this next line is going to be sick. It is going to be something that, when it drops, it has a wow factor. So other than that, Ryan, what else past that? What else can the Dogs of MandoX community be looking forward to besides this next NFT line drop in the future?
More missions. When we visited the Toronto Humane Society last time, they told us their biggest issue right now is dry dog and dry cat food. Around holiday seasons, they get a lot of donations. Other than that, they're pretty scarce. So I told them I was going to challenge our community, and we were going to try to deliver a literal truckload of dry and dog and cat food. So that's our main next focus on our main next mission. Other than that, we do have some other things we're working on. I don't want to get too many details, but there's a lot of very exciting things coming up for the future. And, for those that know MandoX and the way they kind of did things, they know we're all from MandoX Militia, and we're inspired by everything MandoX has done. And we're trying to take a very similar path. So.
And something that I thought was really neat, and something that, crypto does, right? Crypto brings together people that probably would have never met on any other platform. So you actually was able to meet some of your community in the Dogs of MandoX community for this mission, correct? I mean, that is just
exactly, yeah.
awesome.
Kai and Mika, she's the one that did the original tweet, Dogs of MandoX, that inspired this whole vision and journey. Been a main part of the team since day one, and her and I met for the first time in real life on the 15th, or the 11th, and it was great. You know, she ran up to me and hugged me, and it was like we've just known each other for a long time. It was a really good feeling.
And you know that's one thing about dog lovers, right, or animal lovers in general. When you know, real usually recognizes real. So if you truly are a passionate animal lover and you are just passionate about the cause and how much you really do love these animals and the sacrifices you're willing to make, you see that in other people, right? So I am not surprised whatsoever. Like, soon as you saw her, that you guys just connected like that. Because when I see her every day on Twitter, just, you know, positivity, pushing out, hey, let's help the dogs, like, you know, posting her NFTs, and you can just tell she's a good person, right?
Absolutely.
And that's the kind of people you need in your corner, to be ambassadors and to be involved with your project. Because at the end of the day, people that truly are passionate and love the project, they're going to go above and beyond. They're going to go through the trials and tribulations. They're going to go through the tough waters, because at the end of the day, they see the vision and they know that this is something that they're truly passionate about, and they don't care what the ups and downs are. They're going to help the cause. Absolutely. So, like I said, I mean, for instance, you know, she was one of the first ones that even brought you guys up on my radar, because I did that AMA with Days Dogs NFTs, and she was actually in the chat and kind of, you know, hey guys, check out Dogs of MandoX. And I was like, hey, if you guys are helping animals, I'm absolutely going to check you out. And the next thing I know, you know, I think a week later, you know, we had set up that AMA between me and you, because I'm very passionate about this stuff. So as always, you know, I don't mind at all giving up my time for projects like this. I will never ask anything from projects like this. I didn't ask you for a dime. I don't want a dime. I would rather the people, if you know, I always tell people, if you're going to do super chats or any of that other stuff, I would rather you go to this kind of cause and donate to them directly so they can help these animals or help the whatever charity I'm covering. That's why I always tell people, you know, save your money on this YouTube nonsense, because I don't really care. I would much rather you, if you're going to drop $20 or $100, give it to Ryan, give it to the Dogs of MandoX, give it to people that actually need it and can use it and put it to use. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think you guys are doing a great thing. I'm glad to see what you're doing. Like I said, I got 3 of them now, so I'm pretty passionate about this. I think you guys are doing a great job. Just, you know, that video was great, man. It really sucks I couldn't get it to load, but you could just see the passion and the drive in what you guys are doing. And that what you're doing is heartfelt, right? And I think that's one of the most important things in a charity project, or, you know, somebody that's out there that's saying they're going to do something, is just the emotion behind it, the emotional attachment. Like, you can tell when you guys are out doing this that you truly love these animals, right?
Absolutely.
And that's how I am, man. I mean, like I said, I got 6 dogs here, right? And every single one of them has a story. None of them got from a pet shop. They're all rescues. They all had some kind of hardship or some kind of hard life. With the exception of Daffy. Daffy was she was the last one in a basket at a horse show. And, you know, they're like, hey, we're going to take her to the pound, you know, because we're moving and we didn't got where to go. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really need a dog, but I guess I could start with this one. And the next thing you know, I mean, that dog's my ride or die, man. She's been to 35 states with me. She's flown all over the country with me. I mean, she's literally my best friend. So, yeah, man, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. And you know what Pat guy says, not everybody's going to be able to go out and help physically or be able to go out and do all this stuff with you, but they can do it in spirit, and they can also do it by purchasing the NFTs and being able to support your cause. So people like you and Kai that are able to link up and get your feet on the ground and go do this stuff, are able to do this, and you have the funds to do it. And a lot of you guys don't understand, like, it does take an army to help animals and children, because dog feed is not cheap. You know, cat food is not cheap. Dog beds are not cheap. You know, there was a rescue here in St. Louis about a month ago that put out a plea on Facebook. Hey, we got 12 dogs and they're all sleeping on the concrete floor because we just can't afford to bring in dog beds. So I took my ass straight to the store and got 12 dog beds. And I think it was almost $175. And that may not seem like a lot of money to some people, but it is to these rescues, man, especially these rescues that are genuine, because most of these people are doing this. And a lot of the money is either coming out of their own pocket or they don't have the funds to cover stuff. Everything's, donation based. So I'm telling you guys, if you're passionate about these kind of causes and you're able to give, or you're able to just simply sit at home and buy a Pixel Dogs, V1 just to help the cause, every bit helps, man. Every single dime helps these causes, especially when you have people passionate as Ryan that are willing to get out there and actually do this stuff, right? He's not just sitting at his computer saying, hey, I bought in $300 of NFT sales this month. I'm just going to donate to the Humane Society. No, he's on the ground. He's out at this place, giving the food, doing the work, interacting, making sure that he's there in person to help. I'm telling you guys, I really love this project. The community is extremely compassionate. They're energetic. They're loving. And that's why I back them 100%. And I hope that every single NFT in this line sells out. I hope that, one day, these things go for 1 Ethereum a piece at minimum, just because people are just that passionate and they just love what you guys are doing. So, Ryan, I think you're doing great, brother. And as always, like I said, I know you can't say what else is really coming down the pipe, but I'm telling you guys, if I were you, I'd pay attention, because the next thing is going to be nuclear as far as how cool these NFTs are. He's got other stuff, obviously, in the works that he's not able to drop yet. And as always, if he wants to drop something or bring something to the community again, he's always welcome to come on here. All he's got to do is let me know. He's always welcome back. So
I appreciate that.
Ryan, I appreciate you, brother. You ever need anything, you let me know. Community, everybody that's watching now and it's going to watch later, go check out their NFT line. Maybe grab yourself a Pixel Dog and support the cause, and just be ready for this next drop.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you, Ryan, Kai, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you, Ponzi.